the mess that is my desk. Excuse it. That was okay. So here's the thing. I don't want to go off too long because I'm holding on the phone. Into the phone. But life flights kit. Yeah, it's a bit of a disaster. But so here it is. So actually, that took a lot. It was a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be to actually come up with a valid solution that I'm actually appreciative of. And building the solution, I realized as I was building it that the original idea I had was to use this rack just like that. But I wanted to do the chain to keep it contained to one module because again, here is the next one. This is the seam. This is the joint of the base plate. So this is 1 and this is 2. When I integrated them into 1 to make it a lot stronger and easier to set up, I didn't change the door, and I was still using the chain links because this was all self-contained into 1. So you can see right here, the motor is basically in the same spot that was before, and it's right on the edge of the module. And so therefore I couldn't have these 1x16 racks to go into the other module. And so I just used the chain links that went around in a circle and then went around in a circle and pushed the door back down. But now that I did this, look how smooth this is. Door goes up. Goodbye, door. And then there's the 924. Sitting there, waiting to be pushed out. Enough clearance. And of course, built-in stops. Look at that. See, it stops right there. So this thing can spin till the cows come home, and then it won't go anymore. And then go the other way. Now, the other way is not quite done yet. It doesn't have a good stop to it yet. I will absolutely get that done. But the door comes down to the bottom. And yeah, I have to work on that part. So I should have done this right off the bat. I should have done this years ago. So I'm just gonna fix it all up, rebuild this entire side because I got rid of a lot of the really weak stuff, and I can build it strong again. And just put that back on top. Now I do have to, find a spot for these pinions, these racks to go in here because they'll hit right about there and into this floor. But they don't go that far into the floor, which is what I'm going to be very happy with. So as soon as it gets past the motor, that's the demarc between one zone and the other zone, one module and the other module. So there's 2 studs, 3 studs, 4 studs, 5 studs, 6 studs, 7 studs, about 7 studs. So it's coming into 6.5. So it is what it is. I will fix the floor over there to allow 7 studs right where this rack is to come into it. And then that means that these guys will have to come out because this is exactly where it's going to hit. There and there. But it is what it is. I'm not going to cry over it because it's a valid solution to a problem that I've had for years. And then in my estimation, it's going to be really, really 100% show worthy. And I'll have a button there that people can press or do maybe that light sensor hand wave thing to bring the ship in and out. Now, that's the other thing I have to get into. So if you look underneath here, I mentioned before, this is the motor right there. And there's a gear train right here going to here. And I think I have to fix that. So I have to rip all that up to get access to the gear train. But I will worry about that after I get the door in. I don't see that being a major problem. And then I have to redo all underneath here because you saw me rip it apart. Right now, there's no life lights kits in here. And of course, I have to put them back in there, rewire everything nicely, rebuild this little tower here. I always like my towers, my little pillars like this, where they kind of swoop up with the 2x2x3 slopes, and then they come out just like this over here, like that. I always like that for my space modules. I use that. It's pretty much ubiquitous in most of my builds for this layout, for old parts of this layout. The old moon base, the crater base that I had, I used that everywhere. I always liked it, but here it kind of just gets in the way. But it adds to it. So that's it. That's all. Nice, extremely short video. And I'm going to go to bed now after I just watch the door go back down. And door go down. Yeah, I can't complain about that at all. So I just have to figure out how to put a stop on that side so this thing doesn't keep on pushing it out. It's supposed to be sitting flat. So there is some work to do, but I wanted to show you guys that. So everybody out there, stay safe, take care, and I will talk to you soon.